Hey guys, I wanted to make a video on why I like Lalisa. Now, I want to say this just so people, I guess people kind of know, I'm an honest person. And you know, I came from my childhood. We weren't really communicative. We didn't really let people know how we felt about them and why we loved them or felt away or cared about them or whatever like that. And going into like this new phase of life, I find it to be really important to be transparent with each other, and let them know how you actually feel about them and why you're drawn to them. And I feel like a lot of things are fabricated. We struggle to find the ideal love for each other and ourselves or whatever, because we may not necessarily know, what's genuine love and what's not. We know how to give genuine love, but we don't necessarily know what genuine love may be because we're not like transparent with each other and everything like that. So, I think it's really important to let people know, why you care about them and stuff like that, instead of everything that's being fabricated and like, oh yeah, I like you because this thing or that thing or because what you look like or whatever. But, I don't really know Lisa like that, but for me, the reason why I like her is because I feel like a twin flame like relationship with her, and when I first like I've been seeing her like a lot, but like I never really paid attention to it because like I always saw it lowly of myself, and I just never really thought about it because I was just so focused on like my own world. But like I kept seeing it, like I kept seeing Blackpink pop up and everything like that, and like my mom and my sister know about Blackpink, and the fact that they know about Blackpink just told me, okay, I should pay more attention to them. But I just never really thought about, I never really thought about it like that. And for me, there's a lot of coincidences. Co- yeah, a lot of coincidences. With her, the fact that like she keeps coming in, like she did like a lot of interviews in like New Jersey. New Jersey's a really random state. It really is. It's really random, and it's overshadowed by New York. So like the fact that she does like interviews in New Jersey out of all states, it's just a really random state. And also there's a lot of like, a lot of radio stations in New York that are like really, popular and everything like that. The fact that she keeps coming to New Jersey and the fact that she won a BMA in New Jersey was like really interesting as well. I'm from New Jersey. Um and yeah, but I just never really paid attention because I was always looking down. I was always looking at like the normal level. I never thought like, like a superstar, like a freaking international superstar would be like my love interest. I never thought about that because my family, they always wanted, do the normal thing and this and that. So I was always looking down, and I always wondered like, why do I struggle to find love, or why like no one like pays attention to me like in the field of love, and like nothing ever works out, and I always just felt like so like lonely when it came to like relationships and like friendships and stuff like that, because I just could never resonate with anyone, or no one wanted me to be a part of their like group or anything like that. So I always just felt like out of place. um but I finally started looking at Lalisa, actually like paying attention towards her, like I think in like the fall. But then like I went through like a metamorphosis in like January or last month, February, January or February. I think it was January. I went through like a metamorphosis. Every day, I just been like practicing stuff like every day. So like it just feels like just one long day, and I just take naps between the days. So I kind of forget the days. But yeah, I went through a metamorphosis, and it was really emotional when I went through this metamorphosis, because I realized something about K-pop. I realized like K-pop, I would keep seeing people talk about K-pop and all these different things, but I never paid attention to it. Like, I was just like, okay, it's just a thing. But I finally started looking into K-pop, and because it popped up, And then it just made me super emotional. Like, it just made me, like, I feel emotional right now, but it made me, like, super emotional because what I was looking for forever was, like, right there. Like, it was, like, right there. So I saw Blackpink, and then I just felt like when I finally started, like, paying attention to them, um, just them talking and everything like that just made me emotional because I started to, like, feel, like, a connection with them. And the same thing with BTS as well. Like, I felt a connection with them as well. And I never really paid attention to, like, either or because I was just so focused on my own issues and problems because it's just been overbearing, just trying to get out of this negativity and out of all these problems I inherited and trying to figure my life out because I never really had a chance to just focus on me. It's just been constant problems over and over again as I've been trying to figure out where I belong. But with that, like, um it's really hard for me. I'll try my best to describe the experiences because I just go through things and I kind of just like let it go. Anything that's like that kind of like that I don't want to hold on to, I just let it go. But it was a really powerful time when I started paying attention to them and I was so many emotions were coming out. I felt like a lot of like negative emotions within me, during this metamorphosis. Because a lot of like, I had to face a lot of my like insecurities and demons or whatever that I wasn't really, that I was overlooking because I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Like it was just like a lot of like loneliness and just like abandonment and like, not feeling like I had like this place or whatever or a family like like people that I resonate with and everything like that and like love and all these different kinds of things and and even with like when it came to the music like you know I tried so hard to try to find different demographics in the music world that I fit in with, and none of them worked. I tried so hard. Like I was talking to my cousin like a week ago, and he was telling me like, "Oh, why don't you do anything in New York?" Like I'm like, "Dude, do you know how many times I tried to get in New York, and wouldn't it just wouldn't work out?" I talked to many artists who are in New York, and they just overlooked me, and I tried to do so many shows, it just wouldn't work out. So that's just not my calling. I contact. I'm sure people will tell you because I message a lot of artists on Instagram. I don't use Instagram, so if you do DM me, and I don't respond, it's because I don't use Instagram anymore. So I apologize. I just keep it open. Just keep it on so people can interact with it. But I don't use Instagram anymore. But yeah, I send a lot of like encouragement to a lot of different artists because I really care about a lot of them and I sent a lot of messages and I sent messages to work with people and all these different things, but it just wasn't for me, I guess. But back to like K-pop, like I don't know, I just felt like a deep connection with a lot of these artists and like I'll just talk about Lalisa for now, but like Lalisa, like for me, Lalisa is not about like her, like I know she's like extremely successful, but in my eyes, I'll be completely honest. I don't want to like at first I didn't want to say certain things on the internet because I don't want people to like put her like in a negative light or anything like that, but I do think it's kind of important for me to be honest about how I feel. And I guess since like I'm saying it, I feel like it's a little better because I'm just being honest because I just see so much potential in her. But for me, like when it comes to like the success and everything like that, that doesn't really mean anything to me. And